Hello, my name is Pooja. Welcome to another episode of Around the World. The realist view of international politics recognizes that the sole interest of the states is to obtain power, and the states constantly struggle to gain power. If we look at the China-Taiwan dispute, then theory seems to be substantial. The manner in which China conducted a major maneuver near the Taiwan border in response to the visit of Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the US Parliament, to Taiwan, it can be easily inferred that both the countries intended to demonstrate their power and prove their superiority. It will be interesting to see how India can capitalize on the controversy that erupted from Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan in its Asian politics. Actually, India's relations with Taiwan are not very old. Moreover, both the countries are also not very connected to each other with respect to their culture. But the way India-Taiwan relations have progressed in the last decade proves that India is serious about its relations with Taiwan. The time has come for India to redefine its policy, which supports China's One China policy. India has now realized that China will not deter from its vicious attitude. Therefore, it shall respond to China in this similar manner. The same has been happening for some time now. As a part of this plan, two Indian MPs, namely Meenakshi Lekhi and Rahul Kaswan, virtually participated in the swearing-in ceremony of the new president of Taiwan, held in May 2020. India also addressed former Taiwanese President Lee Teng-hui as Mr. Democracy at a tribute ceremony, organized immediately after the intense conflict between Indian and Chinese soldiers in the Galwan Valley. Certainly, India took this step as a response to the conflict in the Galwan Valley. It is a well-known fact that China has been playing a dual politics. On one hand, China considers Taiwan as its integral part under its One China policy. On the other hand, it supports the independence of Kashmir, which is an integral part of India. Amid the current China-Taiwan tensions, India has an opportunity to reveal the dual politics of China on the world stage more strongly and put pressure on China to either stop supporting Pakistan on the Kashmir issue or recognize Taiwan as an independent state. Obviously, China will not recognize Taiwan's independence at any cost. In such a scenario, India will have a great opportunity to put pressure on China to stop supporting Pakistan and terrorist activities in Kashmir and respect India's integrity. Since India is the biggest advocate of democracy and supports independent practices and policies of the states, the question arises as to what is India's stand on the current China-Taiwan dispute. At present, India has adopted a neutral stand as it has nothing to do with the China-Taiwan dispute directly. Secondly, India supports China's One China policy under its foreign policy. However, experts are of the view that India's stand will not remain neutral for a long time, as the political map of Taiwan is emerging clearly on the world map. In addition, Taiwan has immense potential in software technology. Taiwan also occupies a leading position in semiconductor manufacturing and has a special interest in doing trade with India. On the other hand, there is a golden opportunity for Taiwan as 5G technology is making entry in India, and Indians are completely boycotting Chinese companies. So it cannot be denied that economic as well as political relations between India and Taiwan will get strengthened in future. Furthermore, Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan has opened up possibilities of geopolitical changes in Asia, as we all know that China has occupied the South China Sea and has made it its main strategic site. Moreover, the Philippines and Vietnam have alleged that China has occupied their territories. The Philippines and Vietnam have the support of various countries including India on this issue. Hence, India can isolate China in Southeast Asia by forming a quadrilateral alliance with the Philippines, Vietnam, and Taiwan. In addition, India's role in ASEAN countries can increase even more, as both the Philippines and Vietnam are member countries of the ASEAN organization. As a result, the confidence of other ASEAN countries in India will increase for sure. Taiwan can also get a new political identity in world politics, and it can protect its territorial integrity and sovereignty. On the other hand, India can weaken China's aggressive policy on its border issues and force it to compromise according to its national interests. In the long term, India will also have the opportunity to increase its influence and cooperation in neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Nepal, Myanmar, Afghanistan by weakening China's dominance. Now the question is, what other countries can learn from the current Taiwan-China dispute? Largely, the current Taiwan-China dispute has forced countries like Japan, Australia, Malaysia, and South Korea to think that China's sole aim is to implement its expansionist policies either by money or by force. The way China's debt trap policy has collapsed Sri Lanka economically and politically gives a clear signal to the countries like Australia and Malaysia to reanalyze their economic relations with China. Political objection is already prevalent in Australia regarding its relations with China. On the other hand, Japan and South Korea are against the aggressive attitude of China. But they, along with other countries, also need to collectively oppose China's expansionist policies. In addition, all Asian countries must understand that they cannot only rely on the US to counter China's expansionist policies, as we know that both China and the US are competing to become world superpowers. Hence, Asian countries must make effort at the regional level to protect their sovereignty and democracy. Now let us look at today's question: how the recent dispute between China and Taiwan affected the Asian political realm. Thank you so much for watching.